It's meat day, and you know what that means? Ram Rose has appeared! Anyway. False start. Here's a meat day animation screen for those who are curious about this delicious event screen. Yeah, I'll be doing 4 characters this time for Legend Fest breakdown video. Don't worry, I will post the remaining edited episodes before March 28th. Now, originally I wanted to edit the Japanese version of Legend Fest breakdown, but holy heck, yeah, Katie decided to push chapter 20 and 21 part 1 and in a single month, so that the big skewers joke you. I thought it's meat day, but it's already like a few days ago. And I am already surprised that Shalistera is already a meat eater and also eats with a lot of meat skewers. So originally I wanted to do a story replay on chapter 19 as a whole, but because I have to do the rest of the remaining episodes of the Legend Fest matters, I'll have to prioritize those because I'm planning to post the remaining episodes before March 28th anyway. Yeah, I will have to delay me going to the 1,000 Nations and the Sustainer of All Things in the Japanese version in the latter half of the month instead. By the time I finish everything on Global, I can finally move on with the Japanese version. Now, why did I plan to pause that, me doing story chapter 22, is because 19 and 20 is all about getting Valeria back. Chapter 22, however, in the Japanese version, we already got Valeria back, but I wanted to plan the return of Valeria on both versions, and after I clear chapter 20, I can then start covering chapter 22 in the Japanese version. So yeah, it's a bit of a skewered path. So what? Frina? Yeah, I saw that the update already will be coming in a few days for Genshin, but heck, I haven't even started playing Genshin. So yeah, this is meat day, everybody, and you know what that means. I'm already backlogged with a lot of events tiered up for the end of the month. So yes, it's a lot, but at this point I'm just gonna go YOLO in until I cover everything. So introductory. I did manage to look for other phones that I would like to buy this month, but not much. Also, who brought in the Air Division if there is no Romance Grad tournament? Like, the last round for the global version is the stab element. Who does this? So, I already covered the Flowers That Bloom in the Drought Legend Fest banner, and they are still distributing freaking paid load star gems. Who does this? There's now Dancing Chaos Magda, which began in February 12th. I delayed that because I got other content to do. Then there's Tormented Order Brad. I'm about to record his part of the Legend Fest banner. And then there's now the revival event for the Valentine's Chocolate Mix, which it's pointless. It's pointless because the game is closing. Then this is the very last event, the Ram Rose Battle, and yeah, this is pretty useless, by the way, because this Ram Rose has 99 HP bars, even in the Japanese version. And then this one, chapter 20, I promise, Yakusoku. I already finished chapter 19 ahead of time, that's fine, but 20 as a whole, nice. However, what's not nice is this one. Chapter 21 Valeria. Disappointing because Because Valeria Part 1 is basically incomplete. At this point, you'd be better off watching my Japanese version streams instead, because the Japanese version stream, I already played the entire story chapter as a whole. Part 1, Part 2, and the extended ending. Yeah! Shameless plug, I know. But this is cliffhanger material. And that's even, what's even disappointing is that Katie decided to no longer do part 2 in the extended ending. Oh yeah, here's another thing. Let me check if I can open up my, where's my browser? You know what, I will add in my Discord window. Actually, screw it, I'm just gonna use my display capture. Let me check if I can use this one. Monitor 2. Okay. How do I add this? You know what? Screw that. I'll just use this one instead. Yeah. This one, apparently, on the Discord server. Look at this. This one, closed servers. Yeah, the Discord just closed itself. Dear players, we are sorry to announce that our official Discord server will be closed on February 18th, ahead of the closure of this global server's end by March 28, 11 a.m. UTC 8. After the official Discord server is closed, the channels will remain available for you to view chat history, but other functions such as sending messages and creating footage will no longer be possible. Closure time, February 18, 2025, 1 p.m. We sincerely apologize for the sudden announcement. We deeply appreciate your support for Resleriana and participating on our official community. We hope to see you again in the future. Atelier works. Why not just release the story chapters in video form with English and Chinese subtitles then? You still have story part 2 anyway. Meanwhile, the Japanese version of Resleriana is ongoing. So, yeah, there's not much I can do. Even though I don't usually visit that official Discord server because, yeah, the point is that I just need to use the official Discord server if I want to check out news. Yeah. It's just a follow-up to the global end of service announcement back in February, but I thought I could bring you up some follow-up info. Ay. Look at this. I got a lot of Legend Fest matters I have to do, but here's the updated one. Now, this one, where is it? But there's upcoming content for March 8th. Oh, it's already removed. So, long story short, I think Koei Tecmo, at least the English version side of the team, or the Chinese version side of the team, they are no longer going to localize Chapter 21 Part 2, which it could have been a great cliffhanger, but you give us the snowy cliffhanger. Frozen, I know. Yeah, I'm just disappointed. Why not complete the entire 21 instead, and then you can just give us the remaining chapters 22 and 23 in video form with subtitles. Yeah, I'm coping on this one, but you know what? Screw that. I'll just have to get my goodies and that's it. Now I'm only doing chapter 19 part 1, the Forgiven chapter, because the remaining chapters I'm gonna be dedicating that to. I'm dedicating that chapter. What is that? I'm dedicating that remaining part of the next video instead, because I will have to record 4 character batters this time. So anyway, just gonna get that dailies. Oh yeah, by the way, look at this one. A lot of these chocolate cookies. Of course, I'd rather expire all of them because there's no use for me to keep all of these load star gems. I already exchanged my heroes on Fiona and Magda. Originally, I wanted to do a gacha video on the remaining 2 banners, but I think I'm gonna get tired of this one. So, I'll do the recording part for Legend Fest banner. Two pairs of banners this time. I did not cover Magda and Brad when the two of them was released on February 12th. So, I'm also going to record Chapter 20 Legend Fest banner. So, it will be now be a follow-up video. Yeah. 2 Legend Fest banners in one shot. It's just gonna be one time. Hello, this is Timboy. Time for another Legend Fest breakdown, and I have not actually covered the two other Legend Fest banners that I didn't do like recently. So Magda and Brad will be on first in the recording, and then afterwards I'll be recording Chapter 20 Legend Fest banner. So we'll start with the Stab Breaker Magda, Pinkish Destroyer. So yeah. One character, one Memoria. This is gonna be easy to be honest because my gosh, she's wearing headphones with cat ears. Oh yeah. We're in a world of alchemy. Who wears headphones if there's like the modern technology of like music? I bet she got those from the academy, in the academy world. You know, modern technology in Lantarna. Yeah, okay. Let's get this over with. 2198 HP with physical attack of 1057, 246, which is slightly higher for an average breaker. So, oh yeah, smash and smash some more. That's her leader skill name, by the way. Okay, this one, skill 1, 81% damage, 20% stun. Actually, it's now break. I will be using Japanese version terminology at this point, so yeah, I'm abandoning the stun or any changes to this, so sorry. Single target, 81% damage, 20% break, 100 ticks of weight. This allows her to increase all allies' physical attack by 10% for 2 turns. If her own next panel is not a burst panel, she will convert it into a stun boost panel. Basically, increase break damage on her next turn. Easy as that. Wild Fury, this increases her break damage to 325%, plus 50 if she is attacking an enemy weak against stab element. Single target, 292% damage, 100 ticks of weight. Before she attacks, she will reduce the target's stab resistance by 25% for 2 attacks, and after attacking, she will boost the stab damage of the ally with the highest physical attack by 30% for 2 turns. If that target is stunned, however, that enemy who's got their shields broken by Magda delays target's turn by 2. So basically, you got a very good breaker that allows to manipulate turns. Now, I'd say this is pretty good. I gotta be honest, because not only Magda will take advantage of the debuffing enemy stab resistance, and the elemental resistance is pretty good because basically resistance debuff will increase damage and break damage inflicted to that enemy. Now I wanted to get Magda in the Japanese version, but my god, my luck is so bonkers. So what this means if you were to get Magda. If you were to get her in the Japanese version, at this point, just use the remaining Legend Fest battles if you want to get her in the global version for the remaining 24 days by the time I recorded this video. Magda is gonna be a great character to take on Chapter 19. There's Cosmic Shell Boss fight, by the way. And there's also Ramrose. Now the Ramrose is gonna have a lot of HP bars, so if you need a breaker that tries to delay turns, I think Magda will be a great stab breaker. Probably better than Marion Valentine's Day made Eska, but I guess if you want these effects, but at the cost of only one target, I think Magda will be one of the incremental upgrades from your Eska or Marion, the 2-star Marion or the 3-star Maid Eska. No offense, but I'm not favorable about the Twilight characters. Just my pet peeve, just my personal preference. I wish I could buy any of the games. So anyway, burst skill, brutal destruction. Yes, this is single target, 525%, 625% break damage with 200 ticks of weight. This increases break damage by 50% if she is attacking an enemy weak against stab. However, she will do these effects first. Now, before attacking, she will debuff stab resistance to that target by 30% for 3 attacks. Notice that this is only 5% increase with 1 extra attack already involved, and then after attacking, she will boost the physical attack of the ally with the highest physical attack by 35% for 1 turn. This is pretty beneficial, so yeah. However, there is one additional thing if the enemy that Magda is trying to break shields gets stunned. So, this boosts all allies' skill damage by 30% for 1 turn and inflicts the target with Brawl Master's Blow for 1 turn. This is basically stun or daze, but specialized for Magda. This is not gonna be listed in the status effects. Just expect Brawl Master's Blow to be a special version of stun if you were to get her in the Japanese version, that is. So, this one, I'd say this is a pretty good. It's a pretty good stab breaker. One is that Magda will debuff enemies' resistance, which amplifies the break damage that she was supposed to stack up alongside buffs. 2 is that her ally with a physical attack, let it be whatever stab attacker that you want to use, will be getting a big advantage for the next attack. However, the big one is that if Magda were to use stun on that enemy, well, all allies, by the way, all allies, this is supporter type sheesh, increase skill damage by 30% and then use a special stun status effect. So yeah, pretty good, pretty awesome, and I think this one is gonna take the cake. When an attack target is stunned or have their shields broken, she will boost her own skill damage by 100% for 2 turns and boost all allies' skill 2 penetration by 20. Basically increases the attack penetration, which basically disregards an amount of defense stats with a maximum of 100, which I think it's likely going to be a portion of the percentage. So yeah, I think you might be able to use her, especially in the upcoming chapter 23. The Japanese version has this special event boss fight, which I'm not gonna spoil it. You can do this on your own. There's already videos on YouTube that they are doing the new Apex for chapter 23. So yeah. Also, follow the Brawl Master. This is another ability that Magda has. At the start of the battle, she will increase her own speed by 15% and grant force stun for 1 turn. So not only at the start of the battle that Magda will be increasing her break damage, what the heck? If you have her at the start of the battle, good luck, because Magda will be already taking advantage of the sheesh for stun. You know, I really want to get this character. Force stun for 1 turn. I mean, no sheesh. You have an upcoming character, Criselda, who is already a tactical force stun, and then the game already announces its closure. It could have been better. Now for the leader skill, smash some more. Boost adventurer character's physical attack and mental attack, both attack stats up by 10%, skill damage and break damage up by 30%. If you're wondering, these are the adventurer tags, and last but not least, here are tags. Lantarda, obviously, and family and friends, obviously. Now gift colors this time, purple to green, mighty curse, stab shield, and stun damage up when attacking a weakness. This is double S to triple S of my preference, but my god that she has a lot of stun damage, break damage boosting capabilities. And heck, why I give it another S, because she has grant force stun buff. So if you have any force stun characters before, Master's Right Hand Ryza, Sports Rose, Swords throws Heidi. Heck! This is your stab breaker. Definitive. Although the only caveat is she only attacks one target, so definitely a must-have if you want to take out a stab ability boss fight. Maybe. It's more likely, but it's not a zero chance. It's a maybe. A more likely chance that you'll be able to take out bosses with Magda as the boss. Oh my god, I really have to take care of this internet connection. So anyway, the Sound of Trouble is Magda's Memoria, by the way. 31, right, lower the volume, I'm sorry. So, physical attack 31.25% with the rest of the stats, obviously 13.75 for both defenses. Now, boost damage received by the target by up to 27% for 2 attacks when attacking using target's stab weakness. Useful if we have character... I think this is useful for other breakers as well, or if you have an attacker that specializes on attacking enemies weak against stab element. I think Magda and the other stab attackers or breakers will be able to take advantage of this one because it does boost the damage received, which is useful. While it's not the best, I think this is at least this is good enough. Magda, however, I think she has more than enough buffs ready because of her skill set. So yeah, that's going to be it for Magda's part. I will do the trial battles after recording the remaining parts. Next one, Tormented Order Brad. This is the second part of the event story that they had, so yeah. So Brad and one Memoria this time. Brad has a Passionate Blood. This one is Stab Supporter, I think. Yeah, Stab Supporter. Skill 1, before that, his magical stat is more favorable than physical. So do take note if you're going to use him on boss battles. So yeah. Eclair, I might be saying this wrong. A single target, 86% damage, 8% break, 106 of weight. After attacking, he will boost the physical attack of ally with the highest physical attack by 10%. With a maximum of 30%. He is basically recycling his skill set from Empel. Empel's Slash Supporter variant also does this, attacking the enemy first and then boosts the ally with the highest physical attack by 10% with it up to 30%. If you already have Empel and then you want to use in a manual team, you can use Brad if you're specializing on a stab team, but since there's no restriction, just only get strike, smash, or stab. Empel and Brad may not work together. You can just have one of the two, and then you can pair up with other stab characters. Jugue Hombre. This one reduces all enemies' damage by 10% for 1 turn. Basically debuffs and damage inflicted from them towards your allies and increases target's stab damage received by 75% for 2 attacks with a maximum of 4. What it means is that Brad can stack up targets that stab damage received by 75, 2 attacks at once, but not multiple stacks, just 1 stack at a time. What it means is, yeah, if Brad were to go for 2 skill 2 uses, he cannot stack any more of this debuff. Now, I'd say it's pretty useful because look at this one, 75% is pretty high, even for skill 2 to be honest. Now, last but not least, Le Maître Pensée. Okay, to be honest, I think this is French. Single target, 525% damage, 93% break damage, 206 of weight. After attacking, he will boost the target's physical attack damage received by 50% for 2 attacks. Then also boost the potency of all allies' effects received by 50% from boost type panels, by the way, and it cannot be stacked. I think this one, the potency received, the all allies. This one is familiar for those who have Yukata Claudia. Claudia also does this via burst skill. Now, however, Claudia's burst skill attacks all targets, and that all does is, but that I wish I could recall. But the latter half where you get the buff all allies effects recovered by a goose battles by 50%. This is kind of recommended. It's just not as powerful as I expected, but oh well. To each their own. But to be honest, I think Brad is going to be a useful alternative to Empel and Claudia, the Yukata one. However, just expect this to be useful for physical teams. Claudia is more special on elemental teams, magical element. Skill 1, however, this one if you already have Empel, if you want to use him in a manual team, I think one of the two you can use them, but you cannot use two of them together because you can stack these, but who uses two supporters unless if you have a critical rate buffer. So, Celestial's plan, this increases the potency of all allies' negative effects inflicted by 15%, basically increasing the effectivity of these effects towards enemies by 50%. But yeah, it's just nice. Now, this one is more recommended, I'd say, for stab element. This one boosts skill damage and break damage of all allies by 40%. Just make sure if you're building a stab element team, that is. Now, the Keen Eye of Weakness is where Lantarna character shines. If any Lantarna characters attack, they will get the target that they will inflicted will increase stab damage received by 20% for one attack. And yeah, all Lantarna characters are welcome here. So yeah, a lot of them, to be honest. He is also part of Justice and Exploration and Diligent. So gift colors this time, he is red to yellow. He has Stab Curse, Enhanced Last Recovery. This one works if you have the last hit of that HP recovery from your ally. You get this one, 2 to 18 on final use, and Stab Damage Boost, which increases stab skill damage by 23 to 25%. I think it's more recommended now to use these skill power boosts of a certain element. Just make sure that trait is useful for that particular character. Yeah, the Japanese version already has a better trait than damage boost, so if you're going to play the Japanese version, make sure you have a Google Play account or an Apple account and then send it into Japan if you want to continue playing this game, because yeah, it's already on its second arc, but unfortunately the global version is leaving behind. So, long story short, I guess I'll go for Magda, because if you want to go for stab breaking defenses, good idea. Magda, useful if you want to build your stab team focusing on increasing negative effects inflicted. Now here is the alchemical arbiter, illustrated this time by Meiji-san. Physical defense stats up by 23.75%. This one increases the potency of inflicted negative effects by up to 45%. So any supporter will use this. Yeah, Brad will be able to take advantage of that skill set. Now, so yeah, long story short, do I like it? It's a mixed bag for me, to be honest. The thing is, you have two stab characters with a little bit of rivalry. one for the Moonlight Society and one for the Kingdom. Yeah, I will do trial battles now and then finish the video. Good thing there are trial battles ready. Oh yeah, trial battle decided to put it on Magda. Basically, she will increase the attack panel. attack penetration for this guy. However, I will have to adjust the settings. Yeah. However, this is only on the first turn, so make sure you strategically use Magda on either a boss or an enemy that will try to target all allies. So, good luck with that. And now, here comes the cool part of this character. I mean, we're already at the docks. Smash it up. Ooh, Kabidon. What are you looking at? By the way, you can hear the tweaking sound. That's actually Brawl Master's status effect already inflicted on that target. You already removed your headphones, lady. Okay, so yeah, this is basically Magda's version of stun, akin to Izana. Give it to Sul this time. Can you critical hit this guy? Yep. And not by a long shot. Look at this. Nope. Look at this. If the target is stunned, by the way, this gives 2 extra turns. 1 to 2 extra turns for Rorona, Sul, and Magda. Magda in this case have 1 extra turn, and Rorona has 1 extra turn. Look at this. Alright, Valkyrian. Like a jaguar pouncing to take out her targets. This Armored Knight is so hopeless. We're so close, but here's the last skill one. See this one. Boost stun panel is already on her in the next turn, but since the battle is over anyway, let's take the heavy armor knight out. There. The armored knight is out. There. All of her moves have been showcased, and my god, her victory animation pose is okay. This is nice. Right now for Brad's trial battle. I bet if you already saw my Japanese version stream, yeah, look at this, Swords for Sul and Juna. Who brings in 2 attackers for this trial battle? Alright, take him out. Alright, take the golem out. Actually, which one though? Oh yeah, because the knight apparently has protect on. Yeah. You get checkmate, mate. Of course, this plays like chess. Look at this. Back then, the armor knight are the king pieces. But unfortunately, he has put in the knight piece to this board. You're not checkmate. He's evil. Okay, scratch that because I wanted to make a joke out of it. Look at the stab damage increase on this though. The stab damage increase with this one. Look at this. 57%. Yeah. While I think this is due to the reduced damage received, I doubt it. I think it has to do with the condition of this battle. Boom. You got 2 attackers anyway. Let's see about his skill 2 then. Here, have a light. And I give you a shadow. What the sheesh? Oh, you're guilty. Here, have a shadow stab. He walks away. even though it does not even inflict damage. Yeah. Well, now you may notice if you look at these one, this is from Magda's burst panel. It does work similar to Onsen Gloria, but for Yugata Gloria, but for physical attack. I guess this guy will be knocked out, surely. Yeah, nice try. Here's a Atelier. Oh, Sul got the highest physical attack. Alright, finish the battle. Yaru. Well, I guess, yeah, he looks awesome. He looks awesome even in his victory pose. So yeah, that's going to be it for this Legend Fest breakdown. I will start editing the remaining videos. Expect those episodes to be available before March 28th. I promise you that, because I'm already occupied with other things to do. So that's going to be it. Thank you for watching, like, share, subscribe. Discord server link, the X Twitter accounts. Link in the video description below. And as soon as Magda finishes his first animation B-roll, I will move over to Walther and Antje Legend Fest banner, the chapter 21. So yeah, see you guys next time, and enjoy the last 24 days of this game in the global version. Goodbye. See you soon. This is Timboy752, and now here is Chapter 23 Legend Fest Breakdown. Walther and Antje. By the way, their Legend Fest banners release alongside Dark Warrior Valeria, which I will cover that in the next tomorrow's stream. Holy moly, I'm recording all 2 episodes at once. Yes, I know. Good thing there are trial battles for Antje and Walther, so now I got additional content to edit. So for this one, 2 Memoria and 2 characters this time. Yeah, I'll skip over the B-roll anyway because you can see this anyway in the trial battle. So Antje, the magical puppeteer. This is by the way, Rice Shower. For anyone who got the joke, I mean, has anyone played that character? Anyway, so magical puppeteer Antje is Bolt supporter with 956 magical attack, 248. Slightly faster for Bolt supporter. So going for this one, skill 1, mushy shot, 73% damage, 7% break, 106 of weight. After attacking, she will restore all allies HP by 10%, boost all allies skill damage by 20% for 1 turn. Very quick and easy. Not that the best, but it's the best if you were to use her skill 2 or burst skill, that is. Now, Grudge Splatter. That's the attack animation that Antje used during her non-playable boss score battles. So this reduces all targets damage by 10% for 1 turn, reduces targets bolt resistance by 25% for 2 attacks, maximum of 4, meaning you can stack this twice. This targets all, so yeah, all enemies will be able to get around 25, which is effectively, which is more effective if you have a swarm of enemies. So that's why there's a cost of less effectiveness rate. However, you can stack this up to 4. Now, this also boosts the critical damage received of all targets by 50% with a maximum of 150%. I bet Izuna and Walther will take advantage of this one because Izuna will take advantage because she has her own critical rate buffer and increased magical damage received, or if you want even better, swimsuit Valeria. There, now you have your own. Now I guess Antje is pretty much a very good Bolt supporter, focusing on critical damage received buffer to those enemies. Now, last but not least, Gigantic Puppet, play the B-roll. This is single target like 525% damage, 93% break damage, 206 of weight. After attacking, she will do these, which has a cap and weight. Boost magical attack to the ally with the highest magical attack by 30% with a maximum of 50. You could have at least give Antje up to 60%. Would you mind? Because it's already like 10% rate wasted on top of having to use. Or it would have been better if that skill would have been decreased to 25%, and then Antje will be able to fully utilize that to 50%. Now, that one increase in magical attack stat is pretty good. A big deal if you're dealing with enemies with higher defense. What this is that it'll increase magical attack, magical damage, or magical break damage on that particular character. Now, she also has boost all ally skill damage when they're attacking enemies weak against bolt element by 50% for one turn with a maximum of 100%. Now, I'm thinking there's a likely chance that Antje might be able to pull this off by summoning burst panels twice, and then you can maximize the stack of this by 100%. I'm not likely going to utilize that in trial battle, but if you're lucky enough to have 2 burst panels at her consecutively, I think Antje might be able to take advantage of this pretty good effect. Now note this is a burst skill, so this also happens with the magical attack stat, but it's 10% wasted if you're trying to get her to 50% rate for that high attack ally. So don't overdo it. Magical attack boost magical attack for both characters by 20%, and after using a skill, restore all allies HP by 5%, which is basically regen at the start of the turn. And none shall stand in my way. This has additional effect for allies with both characters. After attacking, boost the target's damage received by 15% for one attack, which can stack up to 4. Maybe the enemy will be able to get more bolt damage received by up to 4 attacks. I think it's possible because this one is beneficial if you have both characters. Now, magical attack for all allies, blah blah blah, and yeah. And last but not least, the Puppeteer's Devotion, because she has 3 puppets on her hand. This one boosts all stats for all bolt characters, increased by 25%, and she is part of Lantarna, the Bookworm, and the Quiets. Yeah. We're gonna need a lot of quiet characters, by the way. Other than me, I have to commentate the entire thing. So, blue to yellow, bolt curse, destructive power boost for battle items, and all recovery boost if you have characters that rely on group healing. So, long story short, Antje is useful for bolt attackers if you want to debuff the bolt resistance, increase scope damage received, and last but not least, increase magical attack and boost skill damage up to 100% if you're lucky enough to get 2 panels at a time. 2 burst panels for Antje consecutively because it only lasts for 1 turn, so yeah, good luck with that. Oh, that's also an S to double S if you're using a bolt team, but for other elements, yeah, no thanks, just around A to S. How long is this? Wisdom Inquirer Walther. Yes, he's the seeker of knowledge favorite specs because he has spectacle. He has the what about ideas? 235, slightly slower for a bolt attacker this time. Skill 1, Analyze Sword. That's basically single target, 110% damage, 8% break, 100% weight. This will boost his own skill damage by 35% for 1 turn. Boost the target's bolt damage received by 30% with a maximum of 60%. Convert all enemies' panels other than burst panels into chemical panels. I will try this in trial battle. I have not seen this panel before, but if I were, I think this is a special panel for Walther, much like the floating rings, the Ukiwa from Valeria, and then the straw hat for swimsuit Resna. We'll try that in the trial battle, unfortunately. Donor Pentagon Gate with one target, 506% damage. This is, by the way, the highest highest skill 2 damage I've ever seen, even if it's not first panel. This is 38% break damage, 200 ticks of weight. This boosts damage by 6 to 60% if he has higher HP. The higher the HP he has, the better. This is 60 to 60%, so if he is at maximum HP, he'll be able to increase his damage by 566% damage. After attacking, however, he will boost his own magical attack by 30% for one turn, and boost his own damage received by 6% for one attack. So this is the caveat, by the way. After attacking, boosts his own magical attack for one turn, and then boosts his own damage received by 60%. You know what? This is a caveat. It's just a slight caveat. To be honest, I did not expect Walther to debuff his own stats, especially damage received. So, yeah, it's not like Geron where he has to sacrifice 10% of his HP and then have the least amount of damage received towards the enemy. This one, however, increasing his own damage received by slight stat, I think it's a bit better, but Geron has the better survivability because Geron is on. I wish I could recall that slash defender, but you're dealing this with a bolt attacker, so having to buff his own damage received as an attacker, even if his HP is a bit higher, I think enemies will likely take advantage of this one. So make sure you do not use this skill 2 if Walther is already at below 20% at the worst. This is why skill 2 skills rewards him better if he keeps his HP to a perfect percent, you know, the 100%. Even a 99 will just give him 59.99%. You know what I'm saying? I'm already out of breath because I've already recorded a previous video. Scrutinizing Blitz. Yeah, 377% damage, 37% break damage, 206 of weight. This attacks all characters, all enemies. This boost damage depending if his HP is higher. So this one also rewards him if he has like perfect HP percentage of 100. So this is 12 to 120% this time, which has a big difference, unlike this one, which is 6 to 60%. This goes above up to 120%. So this allows him to burst skill all targets by up to 497%. After attacking, however, he will boost his the target's magic damage received by 50% with a maximum of 100, which even if you don't have a bolt character, this one is useful because of the attack damage received buff. I think Walther is gonna be a good one, especially that the more you heal him, the better, because he will basically maintain his boost damage to his maximum potential. Rewards him very much, unlike Vayne, however, which, if I recall, Vayne debuffs his attack, debuffs his damage if his HP is higher. So, yeah, it's not the best, unfortunately. So, if you got tired of Vayne, unfortunately, Walther is gonna be like their go-to bolt attacker, especially that Walther is focusing on debuff magical attack damage received, while Valeria, the swimsuit Valeria, and OG Izana focus more on self raw power, and as well for Valeria rely on critical overflow. Research demands sacrifice. When using a chemical panel, he will also activate his burst skill. Now, this one increases his own damage received by 6% for one attack and boosts his own skill damage by 80% for one turn. He can stack, however, up to 150%, which I'm not sure if he can do this one because you will need to use an item likely, or have him land on the same panel twice, which by this point it'll just give him like 6% more damage received, but it'll stay 6%. He's just using the chemical paddle anyway. But if you were to take advantage of this one, I think this burst skill is going to be a good one, like a great booster, because look at this, 80%, and then you have 120%. You know what? You can let him go up to 577% if you're good at math. Oh my god, I am just this annoyed. Anyway, 277, which I got to miscalculate that, sorry, which is around 647% damage if you're lucky enough to stack these chemical panels, or boost damage by 120. Now experiment on the weak. This one, before he uses a skill, if the target has 5 or more negative effects, basically debuffs, status effects are not included, boost the attack's critical rate by 100%. So the more debuffs that enemy has, Walther will guarantee a critical hit. Oh my god, he is a mad scientist. Classes characters will get burst skill damage by 100%, which is an addition, which is I think 200% total. Oh my god, Mega Man characters, even Ryza too. Yeah, he is part of Lantarna obviously, and some laid back. So yeah, he may be a scientist, crazy, but he'll like to go to a vacation. Gift colors this time are purple to red, magical defense blessing, enhanced last attack, and last but not least, bulk damage boost. S to double S if you're focusing, if you're gonna let him solo because of his magical attack damage received, and also useful if you have a character that can heal all the way up to 100%. Not bad at all. It's just that he is likely going to compete Resna or switch to Valeria if you don't have effects beneficial to all 3 characters. But I guess Walther has his own merits when it comes to increasing his damage count. Alright, here are the memoria for chapter 20, The Polar Knight Alchemist, illustrated by Noko-san. God. Both defense stats 23.75% buff. This one is damage attack up for all attackers. This will increase all attackers' skill damage by up to 34%. Useful if you have a team of attackers, but what else I can do if I were to only have 1 or 2 attackers. But you can stack this on a supporter character, or you can use this on an attacker relying on other attackers. So Walther might be able to take advantage of this one, especially that he does have magical damage received buff. Now, my fuzzy friends, illustrated by Edajima Denki-san. Magical attack up by 31.25%. This increases weakened damage up. Now, before using a skill, if the target has 5 or more negative effects, boost skill damage by up to 65%. Walther will also take advantage of this one, by the way, because he does have an ability that increases critical rate by 100%. This, so far I have not seen any other character that stacks up negative effects. So if you have characters that will try to increase damage received, defense down, anything, I think this works well for Walther, especially he has an ability that can take advantage of such condition. Now, as for this one, I think any attacker will use this, but I think it's more recommended on a supporter slot, so Antje might be able to take advantage of this one. So yeah. Now, here's the verdict, and I shall do the trial battle. Oh my god, this is gonna be a lot. And and I haven't even explored story chapter 19 yet, so I decided to split it into 2 parts. Oh, come on! Oh yeah, Valeria is already teaming up with Twilight Order Logi. There, shield's broken. Ah, gigantic puppet. You know what that means? It's Nuigurumi time, rice shower. Now this one is way different from her non-playable character burst animation, where she traps a defender or a character stuck into the crystals. No, it's actually the covered in goo, and then explode the character out with crystals. Kawaii. I already got Swimsuit Valeria, but I don't have her in the Japanese version. Oh wait, I think I already have her. What the heck? This is way too guaranteed for Logi to use his skill 2. Oh yeah, it does not attack, so it just decreases bolt resistance and increase critical damage received. So here's some Goopa bolts. Oh, this one's different from the non-playable version. It just debuffs, but this one does not inflict damage. Wait, the playable one is more painful than the non-playable Juice debuff, to be honest. Can you finish? No, I don't think you can finish off this heavy armor knight. Doink. Alright, finish the battle. Huh? What's that for? It's victory animation! Ah, gosh dang it. Only there's a way to make it cuter. You know what, that's fine. Next one, Walther. Wisdom Inquirer, I guess. Oh, nice. Resna and Claudia. Ah, there it is. The chem panel. This is, here's the chemical panel. If this is used by an enemy, it will reduce its speed by 3%. However, if it's used by an ally, it boosts damage received by 3%, but increase skill damage by 50%. So your allies will only get half the effectiveness, which is nice. But if you're gonna use it on Walther, however, while it doubles the effectivity, it enhances his stats, and also gives him a burst panel. So, wow. Here comes Volt Breaker Resna. Yeah. Well, it's not a team break. His mind is open. That's why he's here to scrutinize the Blitz. What do we have here? Oh, he sets off an electric explosion. It's like a turret for bolt attackers. Oh, explosion, sir! Crazy, I know. Ooh! No way the peony just survived. He just writes all of his notes! He's genius! Yeah, nice try. Oh yeah, magical attack up. That's on Resna. Ah, that's from Walther's buff, I think. Here's the Pentagon Gate. Good luck with this. Ah, the enemy already destroyed. Well, here's his victory animation. Yep, he's a genius. All while he has his floating sword ready to stab one character. That's the same sword that your defenders will be stabbed by the way. Oh dear. Verdict on this one, Walther's great, Antje's great. I'm not sure which one to recommend though, but if you want to focus on attack, Walther. If you want to focus on increasing critical damage received, Antje. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, like, share, subscribe, Discord server, X, Twitter, Blue Sky account, link in the video description below. And yeah, as soon as I finish the B-rolls for both Antje and Walther, that's going to be it. And I can finally start streaming chapter 19. Albeit I'll only split that into 2 parts this time because I still have to cover Dark Warrior Valeria in the next stream. Again, Antje's first skill is, and the ending of that first skill animation is just cute. Remind me if those puppets will become marketable merch. We already have Resna's Mana no Gurumi. So anyway, let's finish this B-roll and then I'm out. So yeah, see you guys in the last episode with Dark Warrior Valeria, and that's gonna be it for the global version Legend Fest breakdown. Goodbye, see you soon. I'll just get Antje for this stream and then see if I can get her. Just give me Antje for the last 24 days. Resna's week is not enough. I don't wanna get claimed! Just play it. By the way, I'm not even using paid load star gems anymore. What's the use of it? Go. Nah, I don't think my luck is on this version. Vayne! By the way, Vayne is not recommended, unfortunately. As much as I like to be curious about mana chemia. That's a lot of food areas, by the way. And then a lot of tests! Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's only 1 Merudu. So yes, 3 food area, 2 tests. And you have one Merudu doing the same pose. But no, it's fine. It's a random 3-star, I bet. Rose, I was just talking about you after Vayne. Yeah. This is straight up unfortunate luck. Unlucky. Another one. Alright, fine. Give me Antje, even though I'm not gonna get her the Japanese version. I already have like 150 Legend Fest battles in the Japanese version, but I'd rather have to wait for Floke's next variant, which will have new Floke's voice actress. 93. How am I supposed to use the remaining stock? Ugh, absolute chaos. 40 minutes of me commentating and then oh, look at this. I got the remaining lodestar gems. What's the point? By the way, even though it says Part 2 Finale Celebration, it should have been Part 2 Climax Celebration. But since the global version is no longer giving us Chapter 2, Chapter 21, Part 2, 22, and 23, what's the point of this subtitle? The main Part 2 Finale Celebration. We ain't celebrating if we don't get Chapter 22 and 23. Oh, look at this! Rank 48. What's the point? Yeah, I'll just let it fall. Wait, I got a lot of pieces for 4 stars! Oh man. Yeah, it's kinda sad. Linka finally got 4 stars by almost the end of the global server's life. Look at this, I still have Magda, I still have Warrior of Rose, and I still have Magda. I didn't even use the other 3. I thought I could flex a little. But anyway, now that everything I recorded is done, I can edit all of these in post-production and call it a day, wrap it up. Actually, there's going to be one more episode this time on Dark Warrior Valeria, but no more Criselda, unfortunately, because global version just stopped at 21 Part 1. Yes, yes, Resna. We only get 24 days before global server go bye-bye. So anyway, finally story chapter coverage after like an hour of recording. Unfortunately, yes, Valeria has turned to the dark side. By Criselda. Alright, flashback from story chapter 18. So, Resna, Lara, Gerald, and the others have arrived at Look province to handle requests on landslides. Unnatural landslides, unfortunately. Of course, we also had to encounter evil rice shower. We managed to try to calm her nerves, but unfortunately, nah. She just rested because Criselda appeared at the last second, and then we had to fought Dark Warrior Valeria. This puts Resna in a trauma. By the way, I'm already gonna miss Floke voiced by Yuko Ono. I already know that since November, but the announcement of a new voice actress, I'm curious because I haven't unlocked story chapter 3 yet. Yeah, we already know that Criselda. What did Jaredon posted on Facebook? Maybe she's just playing us for fools. No matter how many questions she might have had for Criselda, setting her is one thing Valeria would never do. Probably Valeria got distracted by Criselda's cooking. I'm just saying. Oh, now it makes sense. So one thing that Criselda loves is individuality. Imagine like everyone gets their own path. But how did Valeria get controlled by Criselda then? I highly doubt that she would stoop so low as to take control of someone. Yeah, in this case, how did Valeria got controlled by Criselda because of human healers?
じゃあバレリアが自分からあいつに従ってるっていうわけ？
おいハイディ、喧嘩してる場合じゃねえだろ。
ごめん、突っかかるつもりじゃ。構いませんわ。それだけあの方のことを大切に思っているということですもの。
even Lara knows the eyeball complex of both Heidi and Valeria.
相棒が極夜の錬金塔のところにいるのが分かったんだ。
Let's steal her back from the Polar Knight Alchemist.
奴らの拠点に殴り込みだな。バレリアを取り戻して錬金塔も壊滅だ。
Do you agree?
浮かない顔をしていますわね。あまり乗り気ではないという。
What reservations might you have, my dear?
私、
Lara being sympathetic to her.
レスナちゃん。
I mean, yeah, it's already a given that we're going to see the cycles later in this chapter.
私はクリセルダさんがやったことを許せない。
Now Resna is up for blood.
極夜の錬金とクリセルダさんとはきっちり決着をつけます。
Of course, violence isn't the answer, Resna.
バレリアを取り返しましょう。
ワルター、研究の進行状況はどう？
Sir, what do you think of your research?
まあ、このまま邪魔が入らなければより素晴らしいのですがね。
Oh dear.
このところ周囲が騒がしいものね。
Well, at least you're inside a swamp. No one's gonna interrupt your research.
ぶっ飛ばせばいい？ねえ、クリセルダ。周囲が騒がしいってあいつらのことまた何かする気なのかしら。
Relax, Antje. Criselda is under Criselda's control. Right, XP?
あいつらのこと許せないの。私の
Then why did you even leave the Snip province? I thought that's your
そう
hometown.
ですね。連中は大森林を抜け、ここに攻め入ろうとしているようですが、いい加減研究に邪魔が入るのはうんざりです。この辺で
He's gonna set up traps so that any visitor will not find out their next secret base.
連中を打ち倒した暁には、異世界の錬金術についてよりじっくりと聞いてみたいですね。
I'm pretty sure they'll hack their way in.
決着をつけるためにも私の研究を完成させるわ。あれはもう
Just you wait, Walther. They will find a way to sneak into your, traps.
素材を調達してくるわね。アンチュ、大丈夫？
構わず行ってきて。あいつらを倒しても次の追っ手が来るもの。クリセルダが用意してるものは必ず必要になるわ。
アンチュの言う通りね。できるだけ急いで戻ってくるからお留守番よろしく。
Oh, she'll be back.
こっちからも仕掛けて。
Remember, the Polar Knight Alchemists already have like a plan B in case Antje and Walther will not return to Criselda in the next plan.
そうね。今後に備えて。
See, why don't we set up a provision for the near future? There's already a plan B already ahead of setting up. Oh yeah. Why did we fight? Atelier Yuya, by the way, has got
よ
gold.
ーし
So
必要な素材は大体集まった
I think the
かな
developers at this point are now cleaning out bugs and then
大丈夫
optimizing
そうですね
the ports for PS5, PS4, Switch, and Xbox Series. And then the PC version, which the PC version will obviously have the highest specs. You just need to have the
最
you
近
just need
ち
to
ょっ
have
と
the
疲れ気味ですよ
recommended
ね
specifications if you want to play Lumia at good graphics 1080p 60
なん
frames.
かここしばらく極夜の錬金塔との戦いが続いてて気疲れしちゃってるのかも
I would love to have this picture. It's just beautiful. Rorona and Ryza with their new costumes. Of course, Ryza already has a new variant, which is based on the third game. Sorry, sorry, global version players. Unfortunately, you will not be getting Ryza 3 Ryza, unless if you want to go and play the other version.
冒険の最中に魔物と戦うとか
I'm just saying because I already have my Japanese version
そ
account.
れちょっとわかります私もこんな大きな戦いに巻き込まれるなんて初めてなので
I mean, what's good enough is that Rorona
逃げたい
already
って思わ
already
な
had
か
a
った
lot of battles in her game before.
ちょっとは
I mean,
思い
more
ま
if
し
you
た
want to
けど
count Totori,
でも
Lulua, and
私
Merudu.
カフェのみんなも
Well, less for Merudu because Rorona was a little
場所がなく
girl
なっちゃったら
during
嫌
Merudu's
だなっ
story.
てだから最後まで戦うって決めたんですそっかうん私も同じ気持ちよしため息ついてばっかりいられないねはいみんなで頑張りましょう
Oh, look!
あんな魔物この辺りに出ましたっけ初めて見たというかこれあの時カフェに現れたやつらじゃないそれって極夜の錬金塔のロルナさんライザさん大丈夫ですか
Here comes Sophie and Aisha.
まずはこいつらを倒そう
Well then, I'm guessing these animals have already been summoned by Criselda then.
はいソフィーちゃんとアーシャさんが来てくれてよかった
I'm gonna miss those big
今の魔
graphical
物って
upgrades.
極夜の錬金塔の仕業だよねこの間みたいにまた襲撃が始まったってことかもみんなは大丈夫かな
Oh, everyone's okay. Meanwhile, on the mountainside before Freegan.
任せてや
Oh yeah, I kinda noticed the frame drop during this part.
ヨハナちゃん後ろ言われなくても分かってる天才なのよ
Of course, you're a genius.
すげえと邪魔だってのこの魔物たちまた極夜の錬金塔が動き出したんだ
I'm pretty sure most of the mobs are cleared.
今ので最後みたいねはい終わり
Hey, Ori!
今ので最後みたいねはい終わり
Imagine Gentle Donna says this. Because both Joanna and Gentle Donna are voiced by the same voice actress. You Serizawa. Hi, Ori!
びっくりした突然わーって襲ってきたもんね今のって極夜の錬金塔の仕業かな
I don't think so.
そうだと思う
If they are, then wouldn't them have a made of appearance?
そちらは何事もなかったか
あお二人ともそちらはって何かあったんですか
先ほど
厄介な魔物たちに
We
絡
were
まれまし
beset
て
upon
ね。
by a crowd above us of
私
monsters.
たちもです。この辺りに住んでいる魔物とは違うみたい
Well, that's a coincidence because
で。
that's that Isa
極
already
夜の
did.
錬金塔の
アンチが動いてい
Quite
る
a
のかもしれない
coincidence that black
なんとな
sharks
くな。
still exist,
すると
even though they're not
他にも被害が出ているかもしれません
bringing more
わね。
newer phones anymore. Hey, missed
一度
that
ア
Farad.
トリエに帰りましょう。ユーディット先輩も魔物の襲撃にあったんですか？ええ、採取してたら何の気配もなくいきなり現れたからびっくりしたわ。しかもあの辺りでは見かけない魔物だったような。
You look like the local ones either.
他のみんなのところにも来てたんだ。
I mean, you're not in Granada anymore.
なになに？どういうこと？またあいつらが何かしたの？この間と同じよ。魔物を使って異邦人に襲撃
Yeah,
を
I
仕掛
guess
けてい
it
るみ
has
た
to be
い。
Walter's doing because he doesn't like the outsiders.
魔物の飼育場を潰したばかりなのに。ただ前回ほどの規模ではなさそうね。
Oh yeah, Koga,
Featuring
featuring Iffy from the Hyper Dimension of
騎
Tunia
士たち
series
が踏み
again.
込んでいる時、
今なら王都周辺が手薄だということに気づき騒ぎを起こそうとしたのだろうな。
まああの程度の魔物では騒ぎにもなりませんでしたわね。
Number of those kids.
あんなの何匹来たって私の敵じゃないわ。洞窟の剣といい今回といい錬金塔って卑怯な手ばかり使うのね。一応他の異邦人たちの状況も確認しているけれど特に大きな被害は出ていないみたい。そう何度も同じ手は食わないんだから。
And now Resna is sandwiched with Joanna and Isada.
やっぱりレスナちゃんたちの方でも魔物の襲撃があったんだね。はい、おそらく私たちを狙って一斉に魔物を送り込んだんだと思います。錬金塔との戦いに必要な素材は用意できてるけど、これからどうするの？魔物を送り込んできた錬金塔の動きは気
Interesting.
になります
Acclaim
が、
in 2025
当
is
初の
not
予
on
定
my
通り、
not
ユナ
on
さんた
my
ちに連絡を
bucket
取って
list.
最後の拠点があるノルト州に向かおうと思います。
いよいよ乗り込むのね。
皆さんもそれでいいですか？
異論はありませんわ。私も賛成。黙ってやられてるわけにはいかないよ。
また大きな魔物と
Yeah,
戦
they
うこ
wanted
と
to
に
take
な
it
る
out
の
of
か
one of
な。
those super size monsters?
心臓長寿
For
まだ
this
残っているんでしょうか？
chapter? No, not likely,
物を
Rorona.
壊すためだけに
Imagine
生み出され
creating
たんだ
something
よ
whose
ね。
sole purpose is to
心臓長
destroy.
寿って
Not Criselda.
マルローネさんとも話してた
Destroying
んだけ
things
ど、
is her second
倒
plan,
すしかないとは
not
い
her
え、
priority plan.
ちょっとかわいそうだね。
She tried to reason
So,
out first before resorting to violence.
みんなを幸せにするものなのに。でも放っておくわけにもいきませんし。レスナー
Hey,
ハイディさん、どうしたんですか？ユナさんが一度報告に戻ってくるって。ユナさんが？もしかしてノルト州の拠点のことで。
Oh yeah,
レスナーも
the
一緒に来てよ。
Nord base. They actually localized us as Nord base. For now, we're at the Hoshinamayu.
つ
Gee.
いに奴らの拠点を見つけたんだな。
Well, I'm guessing one of the knights found one workaround to find the Nord base.
もしかして戦闘になったんですか？
直接交戦したわけではない。
Oh, by the
た
way,
だ拠点の周囲に罠が多数仕掛けられていてな。
seriously, I still remember Juna. I still remember her voice actress has recorded her voice in a different setting.
はい。残念ながら負傷者も出てしまいましたが、直接交戦したわけではない。ただ、拠点の周囲に罠が多数仕
I
掛けられ
forgot
て
they didn't fix the audio master. Oh my god. Oh. You know what? I think they've already resolved that issue anyway in future chapters. But this is just a one-off situation that Juda's voice actress, well, not to blame, but the recording is just the recording is just like just off. I'm sorry. But don't worry, it has been resolved in future chapters. It took one in-game year to fix Juda's mic. It's like Juna's recording studio is already set in the studio, but someone forgot to fix the audio master.
フィリスをはじめ錬金術師たちが騎士団と協力して調査を続けている状況だ。
I'd be surprised if Judah were to participate in the Lantarna radio podcast.
対処に当たるのは錬金術師が適任ですよ。
You know, in Resleriana
そ
Academy.
れならばこの先は私たちが引き継ぎたいと思います。どうでしょうか。
いいのか。
Oh, I forgot the full trailer of the Thousand Nation and Sustainer of all things is released, and I forgot to watch the full trailer before the reveal trailer for Resleriana. I think it's going to be on March 6th, right?
いつも通りやって笑顔で相棒を迎えに行ってあげようよ。
Pick up Valeria with a smile.
我々は拠点の周囲でいつでも動けるように待機しておこう。ユナ、現地に戻り作戦を伝えてくれ。
は。
Well, at least they fixed the huh, because I think that audio is fixed this time, but not the full voice lines.
まあそうだ。その前にもう一ついいかな、同志。
なんでしょう、同志。
人造鳥獣の一件以来、国民の錬金術に対する見方が厳しくなっているということは話したね。
はい。
その一方で、レスナたちがいい結果を残しているのも事実。
Well, this was good
錬
news.
金術の重要性を王国は認めて、錬金尺の爵位を復活させることになった。
Ah,
これは
okay.
かつてランターナ王国に
I
存
managed
在
to
した
get the
爵位なん
kingdom
だ。
to recognize its importance and reinstate the position of Seneschal of Alchemy, which really was an official appointed role. Eh? Oh yeah, this one I forgot. This one was actually mentioned in the Japanese version. I didn't know what that means, the Seneschal of Alchemy. Is it likely had to do with Bradley later in this chapter? He translated that to do, yes. In the local, at least for the English localization team, they localized that as Seneschal of Alchemy.
錬金尺。
The Duke of
私の本で
Alchemy.
見たことがあります。
簡単に言えば、王国が錬金術に関する
Ah,
政策を行
okay.
う際
This is where
の責任
Bradley
者の
will
ような
step
ものだ
in
ね。
later.
これからはその錬
They'll
金
be
尺が
monitoring your
レス
and
ナたち
other
の動向を
alchemist
監
actions
視
from
する。
here on out.
うひゃー、息が詰まりそうだね。
I think it's more or less law and order.
監視ってことは常に見てくれ
I
てい
will
るわけ
cover
だ
the
から
event
ね。
stories for Diona,
その錬金
Mike,
尺の方
Bradley,
に
and
錬
Magda
金術の良さを見せ
in,
ることがで
in
きるわ。
separate streams.
目標だった王国からの支援を勝ち取れるっていうことさ。
はっはー、なるほどね。
You
ヨアも
slight!
うまいこと考えたな。
私はあくま
What
で
is up with the what is up with the English
考えているだけだ
localization
よ。
team?
錬金術の扱いについて今王国で天秤が揺れているのなら
It's basically you have law enforcement, but for alchemists, the Seneschal of Alchemy.
受爵した人物が優秀だけどなかなか難しい人間でね。
Oof.
まあおいおい紹介するよ。
You'll get acquainted little by little. We'll see about that.
なるほど。 拠点の内部はこのような構造になっているのか。
Yeah, from
記
the
憶を
looks of
頼
it,
りに
the
書き起こ
Nord
したもの
base
なので
does
正
not
確
look
性は
that
保証
much,
できま
but
せんけれど
does have a lot of ruined buildings
随分
and a
入り
hidden
組んでるな。
underground.
迷路みたいだ。部
Yeah,
屋がたくさんあり
It's
ます
a
ね。
perfect spot for Valeria
ク
to
リセル
just
ダさん
hide
たちがい
behind
る
the
としたら
shadows
どこでしょう。
or behind
拠
walls.
点内でも特に重要な場所が2カ所あります。そのどちらかにいる可能性は高そうですわね。
重要というと？
一つは素材
One
の
is a
貯蔵庫で
warehouse.
す
All
わ。
of the materials
極
gathered
夜の
store
錬
here
金
for
塔が集め
communal
た素材は
use.
そこに集めら
Basically,
れ共有さ
if
れて
they're
いま
going to
したが、
synthesize items, there's a warehouse that they'll have to store it in.
実際に調合を
And
行
then
う
they'll
た
have
め
to
の
put it
工房、
over the
すなわち
Atelier.
極夜の錬金塔のアトリエですわ。
So why would you need a warehouse that is so far away from the workshop
アトリエ
then?
がこの場所に。
なるほど。では二手に分かれて捜索するのはどうだろう。
This is likely going to work if you were to seize the warehouse and the workshop in two
あ
separate
の時と
groups.
同じように片方はレスナ班ってことで。はい、頑張ります。
それならもう片方はバレリア班。と
Team
行きたいところだ
Valeria.
ったけどね。
Actually, Team Heidi, because Heidi is the
じゃあ
Heidi is
もう片方の班長は
what's that?
ハイディさん
Is
にお願い
the
できます
acting
か。
leader of Team Valeria.
私そんな重要な役できるかな。
I mean, you already lead the event
ハイディさん
story.
はいつもバレ
The
リアを隣で支え
the
ていました
dragons
し。
fall in the blooms.
わかった。相棒がいない分きっちり頑張るよ。おっさんとフロッケと一緒に迎えに行く。では案内役は私が。錬金術師としてもお役に立つはずですわ。あんたがついてくれるなら心強いよ。レスナ、あなたの案内役はジェロンにやってもらうことにしますわ。ありがとうございます。ジェロンさんも加わればまさに盤石の体制です。では私たちはアトリエの方を目指します。ハイディさんたちは貯蔵庫の方をお願いします。了解、任せといて。
Alright,
作戦は決まった
let's
ね。
go.
みんなよろしく頼んだよ。それとライザ、ロロナ、ちょっといいかい？
Alright, so
向こ
what
う
are
も
we
どう
waiting?
動いてくるかわからない。前と同じようにこの場所が狙われる可能性もある。
分かってます。
Oh yeah.
ここは私たちが守りますから。
Obviously, Riza and
お留守
Rorona
番は任せてください。
already have their
Riza-senpai,
cafe
Rorona-senpai,
to guard it.
よろしくお願いします。
Stand and guard. And then
任さ
the
れたよ。
Atelier is already
繰り返すが、
convenient for them to
極夜
travel
の
just
錬金塔
you know
最
just
後
to
の
use
拠
the
点だ。
candy.
みんな力を尽くそうじゃないか。
Oh yeah.
では私たちは
As
出
of
発の
as
準
of
備に
story
かかりま
chapter
す。
23, I have not seen anyone using the teleportation candy anymore. So I guess their new base of operations is at sea then.
気を引き締めていこうね、レスナちゃん。あ、ジェロンには無茶しないように言わないとね。心強いよ、イザナちゃん。
あれ？
あれ？先輩方、なんだかお忙しそうですね。あ、レスナさん。騎士さんたちが何人も怪我して戻ってきたから、
I
もう
almost
一切治療
forgot
のための薬
to
作りをして
I
るの。
almost forgot today is Hanamaru's birthday.
できれば
But that
お手
reminds
伝
me
いしたいところだったのですが。
I got reminded of Hanamaru's birthday is
レ
because
スナさん
of
たちはこれか
Aisha
ら錬金
still
塔の拠点を
wearing
目指すんだ
her
よね。
still wearing her
こっ
fairy
ちは
outfit.
私たちに任せておいて。みんな怪我しない
Them
よ
not
うに
using
頑張って
the
ね。
candy is already explained in chapter 23.
レスナちゃんに私もついてるから。
Okay, so I'm not missing out.
そっ
Possibly
か。
possibly
アトリエの
advancement
ことも心
in
配しないで。
technology, so they no
私
longer
た
need
ちがしっ
the
かり守るから
candies.
ね。
And I think
これ
their
以上
Atelier is already
あ
at
いつら
sea.
に貸しは作らせないから。
Ah, nice.
とても心強いです。
I guessed it
先輩方
correctly.
私たち頑張
I'm
って
gonna
きま
miss
すね。
those edible candies.
どうやら揃っているようだな。
Oh, look, it's the Sinas.
やあ、
It's the
みんな
Sina. Ah,
あれ、
it's the
ロ
sen-
マンさん、
it's the seneschal of alchemy.
そちらは。
Um,
君がレスナ・シュテルネンリヒトだな。
thought you spoiled chapter 2 for yourself
そう
already.
ですが
There's no use for me to just read the details in the global version anyway.
この度錬金爵の爵位を授かったものだ。
The Seneschal of Alchemy broadly caught. A man recently appointed as the Ontario Seneschal Academy.
私とは
Oh yeah,
まあ
those two bros
幼
have
馴染
known
のよ
each
うな
other
感じ
since
だよ。
they were young.
錬金爵様はじめまして。
錬金爵として君のことを知られ、またリヒャルトか
No
らも
need to
君
be
のことを
for
よく聞いている。
no need to be too polite,
よろしくお願
Resna.
いする。
He's not here to arrest
ブラッ
you.
ド、今は急いでいるんだ。レスナへの要件、手短に頼むよ。
ああ、リヒャルト。
Yeah, I can't spoil 22 and 23, the global version, because there's no point for me to keep that if they're not going to give us the
常住
story
ウェル
plots
テックス討
anymore.
伐への貢献に加え、
Even the
過
Japanese
日の
version,
王と
then
襲撃事件での活
I'll
躍。
keep quiet anyways.
それ以外
Yes.
の
I
大陸各
I
地で
haven't
錬金
finished
術を用
that.
い、
I haven't even
問題解
started
決に取り組んでいる
auto
ようだ。
playing chapter 22.
私は君の功績を高く評価している。
Ho ho ho! Hobete, hobete!
強烈至極に存じます錬金爵様。
ブラッドでよい。しかし、昨今の情勢を踏まえると、
Oh,
こちらも
what
厳
just
しい目で見
happened?
ざるを得ない。
What ruined Resna's reputation?
はい。
It's not
それ
like
は承知していま
how
す。
do you say it?
特に極
It's
夜
not
の
like
錬金
chapter
党に所属してい
17
た
where
危険人
Resna
物の
already
動
tried to
揺
stop
は
a lot of
細
man-made
心の注
Apexies.
意を払うべきだ。
それはララさんとジェロンさんのことですか？
その件は今蒸し返さなくてもいいだろう。レスナー、彼は頑固なところがあってね。
何を言っている。まさに彼らを伴って錬金党の拠点に赴こうとしているのだろう。
はい、案内役をお願いしていま
They're
すが
not going to.
こ
They're
の
not
リヒャ
going
ルト
back
と
to
は違
the
い、
Polar Knight
錬金
Alchemist
職とし
anyway.
て
I mean,
彼らをすぐに信用することは
Lara
で
and
きない。
Gerald already made their
そこ
decision.
で私もこたびの作戦に同行する。彼らを監視するためにな。
錬金爵様自らですか？でもお二人は信頼できる仲間ですよ。
君の考えは尊重する。だが渦中の組織の元構成員とあってはこちらも慎重にならざるを得ない。私のような立場の者も必要だということだ。そう理解してくれ。
わかりました。
Oh yeah,
よろしくお願いします。ブラッドさん。
I forgot to note this, but somehow on March, parts of Tokyo are already snowing. Other than the northern parts of the
こ
country,
ちらは準備ができました。
even I saw CD Japan's
Oh,
official X
こっちも
or
終わったぜ。
Twitter account
いつでも
posting
行ける
that
ぞ。
oh Tokyo started snowing,
では
even
こ
though
こ
it's
に
March.
ララキングダム影部隊の創設を宣言いたします。目的はバレリアの救出。ちょっと待って。指揮は一応私だよね。
Lara is
あ
also
ら、
part of
些
Team
細なことで
Heidi.
すわ。
Ready to go? We can kick off whatever. Yeah, kick off. Yeah. What's up, Captain? Members of our new portion of corpse. Your arms are still looking up.
いや全然些細じゃねえよ。勝手にお前の王国部隊に組み込むな。
Technically, Lara
敵同士
already
だった相手と
Lara
随
already
分親
captured
し
the
くなって
three
い
of
る
them.
のだな。
ああ、なんだお前は。
He's the
錬金
Seneschal
職の
of
ブラッド
Alchemy.
リーだ。今回の作戦に同行させてもらうことになった。
国のお偉いさんがどうして？
錬金職として極夜の錬金党は放置できんからな。もちろん元錬金党の者も含めて
Well, you could say Lara's no longer part of
リヒャルトのように
Polar
甘
Knight
くはない
Alchemist.
あら、ご挨拶ですこと。
Hmm.
ちょい待ち、喧嘩はやめてくださいよ、お二人さん。
こちらは争うつもりはない。
Nah, he's not here to. He's not here to resort to violence.
ご安心なさい。
But someone with a club is.
大行な監視などなくとも、 そんなつもりは初めからありませんので。
Yeah, those two are not gonna get along well.
仲良くしましょうね。
そうだぜ。たく天使ちゃんに気使わせてんじゃねえよ。
Yee.
ああ、先
Why?
が思いやられる。
Oh. Wow.
今度は何？
Now what? This one.
このマクダ様も一緒に行くぜ。
Yay!
マク
Magdalena, no
どうした？
problem.
この方はどな
I
たで
keep
すね？
remembering that clockline song with
私と
Rico
相棒が
Blanco.
月影の会にいた頃の同僚だよ。喧嘩やマクダって名の通った凄腕なんだ。
By the way, Magda gets to turn in even after the Moonlight Society folded. Lara does not. What the heck, Bradley?
フロッケたちと家もご近所さんでした。
Aww.
マクダキュプカー、喧嘩の依頼は受けようぜ。魔物相手でもな。
Yeah, Magda Kupka. Ex-member of Moonlight Society and acquaintance of Valeria.
あら、月影の会
That's
は
the
先
master
日
brawl.
壊滅したはずでは？
Well, basically, she
そう
brawled
なん
with
だよ
her
オリバーに仕事を
spike
頼まれて
club.
さ、長いこと北に行ってて王と離れてたんだ。んで戻ってきたら月影の会は会の滅、オリバーもカラスも捕まったと来たもんだ。
Did you say you were supposed to have a...
ブラッ
You were
ドから
supposed to have
バレリ
the
アの
deal
ことを聞
with
いてな。
Valeria?
あんた、錬金職様と知り合い
You
なの？
you know this big
一
shot.
応な。
What? Oh, I
少し
didn't
縁が。
expect this. Yes, you
こ
can
いつは
you
マ
can
クダ様の
explore
出番
their
だな
event
ってわけで
story
駆けつ
because
けてきた
local
のさ。
versions simultaneously
つい
released
てこい
that
と言った覚えは
alongside
ないのだがな。
chapter 19.
細けいこと気にすんなよ、堅物。
ありがとうございます。
Yes, that also happened in
フロ
Magda
ッ
and
ケは
Bradley's
相変わら
event
ずいい
story.
子だ。ちゃんと飯食ってんのか？
はい、おかげさまで。
3 meals a
ラン
day.
ツェのおっさ
Sure.
ん、遠征先でいい酒を見つけてきたんだが、買うか？
あいにく禁酒中でな。
Well, that's
そういう
already
のな
sober,
他を当たってくれ。
so I don't think he's going to be drinking some
何？
booze.
おいおい、本当にこいつランツェか？
どうやら
I wonder what happened to the old Laza who's drinking some
その
booze.
点は同意しておこう。言動は粗暴だがな。
Yeah, I think I already recorded that event story in the Japanese version, but I decided to stream the the English
ノル
version
ト州って
instead
どんな場
since
所なの？
I ran out of time
ノルト州は
while
ね、
doing some
鬱
things
蒼と
during
した
that
森林や
time that
沼
event
地が多
happened
い
in the
自然
Japanese
豊かな州だ
version.
よ。巨大な湖もあってね。
We're going back to the wetlands. Isn't it supposed to
よ
place
って人
where
が住む集
you're
落が
about
あ
to
る
see
って
some
噂
bugs
はあ
on
る
the
けど。
shallow water?
へえ、隠れ家を作るにはもってこいってわけね。
そろそろノルト州に入るぞ。
うん、気を引き締めていこう。
Hmm. The Abyssal Hideout.
話には聞いてたけど、薄暗くて不気味なところだね。ただの森じゃない。この程度で怖がるなんて、いざなも大したことないわね。何を？ふしゃー何を？ふしゃー
Now she just sounds like a cat.
まあ二人とも。
錬金術師の皆さん、
Yeah,
この奥に巨鬼屋の錬金
Resna's
塔の拠
taking
点
care
があ
of
ります。
two
入り口付近の安全は確
two
保しておりますが、
besties.
何が起こるかわかりません。お気をつけて。
ここまでのご案内ありがとうございました。イザナちゃん、ヨハナちゃん、ジェロンさん、行ってみましょう。
Okay, so this happened. The rest of the cutscenes happened during the dungeon exploration part, and the Abyssal Hideout. It looks eerily, but it's not necessarily like to the dark. You can see some spots where the environment, where the wet and dry environment pulls in.
レスナちゃん、イザナちゃん、
Oh, it's Speedy!
先輩、久しぶり。二人とも元気にしてた？はい、ベルテックス討伐戦では大変お世話になりました。
Oh yeah, I really miss that traveler. Yeah, the one holding that large backpack on her back.
私たちならきっと大丈夫。今回は頼もしい人たちも一緒だしね。
Oh yeah, didn't you already have Lily and Sue? Well, there's Sophie and Blackta.
ソフィー先輩、プラフタ先輩も。こんにちは、レスナ。今回は私たちも同行させてもらいます。
Yeah, Blackta with Alchemist with a doll's body. More of a family.
それ
Sure.
は心強いです。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
The thing is,
ユナ
it
さんから聞
already
いたんだけ
happened
ど、
in the
ピ
recent
リスたち
event
が
story.
大森林の調査をしてたんだよね。うん、入り口に仕掛けられていた罠は全部解除できたと思う。
Oh, so Phoenix and Phoenix, Sophie and Blackta are the ones who found out the North Piece.
ここからは俺が先行して道を案内する。危険があれば知らせるから後をついてこい。
Well, that's advanced learning.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
Well, that's actually the initiative.
レスナちゃん、そういえば聞いたよ、バレリアさんのこと。ああ、はい。辛いよね。大事な友達と戦うことになるなんて。私ももし
We
この人が
already
そうなっちゃった
have
ら
a
って思うと
we already have at least one point where a friend fights, so
お気
yeah.
遣いありがとうございます。
Amelia.
迷ってはいられませんから。必ず極夜の錬金塔からバレリアを連れ戻します。そのためにここに来たんです。よし、その意気だよ。レスナちゃん、前に会った時よりぐっと頼もしくなった気がするな。
And you are the same Haruka Konoe that we know, Kiris. Ah, come on, dere.
私もそう思う。鳥獣と戦った時も十分頼もしかったけどね。さらに一回り成長した感じ。
いや
そうですね。あの後も大陸の各地を回っていろんなものを見て知って感じて、心身ともに成長できたと思います。今度はランターナ大陸の外も見てみたいなって思っているんです。その気持ち、私もわかるよ。私も世界を知れば知るほどに旅が好きになったから。ねえ、レスナちゃん。
Well, as expected for someone who's carrying a bag.
一緒にどこかへ旅しようよ。いいんですか？ぜひご一緒させてください。その時はイザナちゃんやバレリアさんも一緒にね。
Now, oh wait,
そういえば
just got Yumi's
プラフ
Ultimate
タ先輩
Edition.
は
Eh?
ソフィー先輩のお
The
師匠
digital
様
one
なん
on
ですよね。
Steam? Now to wait for the release. Ah, dang.
と言っても
Oh yeah,
今
I
の
was
ソフィ
going
ーは錬金
to
術師と
I
して
was
は
going to pre-order
私よ
the
りも優
Switch
秀かも
version.
しれませんが。
The reason is because the Switch version
そんなこ
is
とないよ。
more affordable
褒め
than
たっ
the
て
Steam
何も出
version.
ないんだからね。
Like, even though I had it on my Steam
お世辞
Steam
ではあり
wish
ま
list,
せんよ。
I'm still planning to buy
今は
the
前ほど教え
I'm
るこ
still
ともなくな
planning
り
to
ま
buy
したので、
the
師弟関係という感じでは
the
なくな
regular
りまし
Switch
たね。
version.
じゃあ今はどんな関係なの？そうですね。友達、
Digital
あるい
pre-order.
は
Oh yeah.
家族でしょうか。師弟で、友達で、家族。素敵なご関係ですね。
Well, with the game now going gold, I might as well start pre-ordering
照れ
the
るな。
might as well start
で
pre-ordering
も、二
the
人って同い
Switch
年くらいに
version.
見えるよね。してっていうより、姉妹って言われた方がしっくりくるかも。
Look about the same age though. If I had to guess, I had to call you sisters. Also, Sophie with the red blush on her. Come on.
ああ、
All because Magda keeps mentoring her all the time.
どういうこと？
この体は精巧に作られた人形。
Well, that's going to change, however, in the Japanese
そして
version.
この中に人としての魂が宿っています。
そん
Well,
な
I
こと
keep I keep saying that because, well, the recent Valentine's Day event story already have a new form of Magda being
彼女とは
playable.
少し違います。私は
I used to be a living, breathing human being. So, Magda was dead before she became a puppet
魂だけが
inside a
肉体を
book.
離れ、一冊の本に宿ってしまったのです。
However, I
中に
think
閉じ込め
I
られ
think
ちゃ
in
ったんです
Sophie
か？
too,
動けなくて大変そう。
Sophie found a new human body for
本を
Magda
開い
to
て鳥のようにバサバサ
or
と。
maybe synthesize a new body
不
for
思議。
Magda to use.
本当、
And
最
then
初に見た時はびっ
she has
く
a
りしたん
new
だか
human
ら。
form.
すぐ見慣れちゃったけど。
Basically, she resurrected.
ソフィーや周囲の方々の協力もあり、この体に魂を移すことができました。
Well, this is more or less a foresight on what to expect for Magda in chapter 23 and the event story that happened a few weeks early.
あの時はプラフタのためにってただただ必死だったから。ソフィーやっぱり
Although I do like the regular Magda because the way she talks, she kind of sounded like Mimi from Atelier Totally.
さすがプラフター。これでひとまず片付きましたか？その大きな腕、一体どういう仕組みで動いてるの？
Those are automaton arms.
一口に説明するのは難しいですね。錬金術の力。
I mean, given that you already have diamond stars in your eyes.
いえ、
Although Resna can do that if she reacts with a
直
lot
感
of
的で扱い
Tokimeki.
やすいですよ。
錬金術ってすごいんだね。
It's just magic.
私にもこんな武器があったら、ハンマーをもう2本持てちゃうのに。
You can synthesize a new set of hammers.
2
You
本
just
で
need
最
new
強のハンマー
materials.
が倍になったらもっと強いに決まってるよ。
I think she already has that.
あんな大きな武器を抱えてたら、かえって動
She
けなくて
already
戦
has
え
like
ないでし
3
ょ。
pairs of hammers.
それぞれに
She just didn't include the Hanayome one from that event story.
そっか、そうだよね。
あんたには今の戦い方が合ってると思うわよ。そのままでも十分強いんだから。
お、ヨハナが褒めてくれるなんて珍しいね。
Eh?
別
Eh?
にそんなつもりじゃ。
Joanna being tsundere.
私みたいな天才に
It's
は
not like
まだ
you
及ばない
come
んだ
close
か
to
ら。
my skill level. Joanna's being a tsundere. The Silent Guardian. Oh yeah, why is it called the Silent Guardian?
ゼローさん、何かあったんですか？
Ooh.
ああ、説明するより自分の目で見た方が早いだろう。あれを。
Look at this. It's Cosmic Shell.
何よあの魔物。こっちに攻撃してくる様子はないね。
Watch out, Joanna. Cosmic Shell
一応完
spins.
全に塞いじゃってるけど。
Like it can
あれは
literally
防御に
spin
特化
and
した能力を持ってい
counterattack.
る。並大抵の方法では倒せないだろうな。
Yeah, you can see this in
あの魔
Atelier
物を見たことが
Yumia.
あるんですか？
Large cosmic shells.
クリセルダから話に聞いていただけだ。いずれ極上の餌でしつけた魔物を錬金塔の門番として運用すると。
Ah.
すでに配
So
備され
this
ている
turtle
と
will
な。
never budge, even if Joanna were to do
あ
this
なたにとって
in a
もあの
nimble.
魔物は想定外だったということですか？
It's not a surprise for Jet. Oh yeah, he hasn't expected
門番
that.
だろうがなんだろうがやっつければいいだけじゃない。
Go ahead and try, Joanna.
ちょっとヨハナちゃん
No, I'm challenging her. Go ahead.
全然聞いてないじゃない
Your knives are not it. Your knives are immune to my cosmic
か
shell.
といってこのままじゃ通れないね。もっと美味しい餌を食べさせたら私たちの言うことを聞いてくれないかな。フィリス先輩、それって明暗かもしれません。
Tried listening something to a turtle?
そうかな。
You know, this tortoise is very spiky to start with.
いいえ、素晴らしい着眼点です。お役に立てそうならよかったよ。一度アトリエに戻って相談しましょう。
Oh, well, that's a good plan. Although,
たどり着いた。ララ様、
it's...
今しばらくのご辛抱です。
Oh yeah, those are Lara's disciples, about to approach the cosmic shell. Alright, that's going to be it for this chapter, and what the heck, I was so close to getting this. Oh yeah, there's a slight cutoff in the part 1. This was intentional in the Japanese version because they were planning to release Mike Diana on this part, and then afterwards we were supposed to get chapter 19 part 2, and then afterwards we were supposed to get Magda and Bradley's event story. Yeah, that's why I had to cut off for this stream. Plus it's already 11 p.m. The long recording I have to do for those Legend Fest breakdown videos. Obviously, I am not gonna be doing the Ram Roast event because, well, yeah, the game's closing anyway. Okay, so here's the current... Oh, I thought I already did. Oh no, it does not unlock. Okay, never mind. I thought there was supposed to be a halfway mark for the animation screen. I guess I was wrong. Okay, sorry. It's actually 19.1. 19.2 is the one where... 19.2 is over this one before we get to see Mika and Diana. I think there's supposed to be an animation screen where they're still at the Nord base, but I guess this is not available because if you were to look, usually we only get like 2 parts of... we only get like 2 shots per chapter. Oh yeah, I have not unlocked any memorial scenes in the global version. And I never will. It's just that simple as that. I'll just do the character stories in the Japanese version because I want to learn. I wanna practice reading Japanese. So yeah, I'll continue chapter 19 part 2 tomorrow night instead. Originally I was going to stream Uma Musume, but because it took me this long to do the Legend Fest breakdown part, I decided to delay my Uma Musume stream to next week instead. So, oh yeah, March 5 is Hinaki's birthday. Woohoo! Yes, I will do this off stream. But anyway, next stream will be live Legend Fest breakdown on Dark Warrior Valeria, the last Legend Fest banner, which I'll show you just about shortly. Who cares about the air division? There's no more tournament. So this one. And then afterwards I will cover the remaining part of story chapter 19. by this point, by Sunday, I might be able to complete the entire story for now. Which, shall I cover Chapter 21 Part 1, even though it's incomplete? I'm thinking it's gonna be a no, so... yeah, well, tonight is Hinaki's birthday, which is on March 5 in Japan, which is already midnight, but... yeah, as for the stream, I'll be finishing it for now, and I'll continue the Star Chapter 19, yeah, I'm already out of energy, I keep repeating stuff. I'll clear Chapter 22 in advance instead. That way I'll be free from the Resna trauma back in the Japanese version. I think it's like more than a month now since I cleared Star Chapter 22. So anyway, that's going to be it. Like, share, subscribe, Discord server, X, Twitter, Blue Sky account, link in the video description below. I'll see you tomorrow night to continue the Forgiven second part, and also finishing the live Legend Fest breakdown on Dark Warrior Valeria. So anyway, good night everyone, it's 11 PM. Good night, goodbye, see you soon.